Even the smallest person can change the course of the future.
One. Greetings, fellow Edainers across the globe, and welcome to the very first LPS-Cup, the last player standing Edain tournament. I am Chiska. My co-commentator is Elite Kryptik.
Hello and welcome. We've got some great games lined up here. It's promising to be a very intense tournament.
We are excited to announce that we will be your English commentating team throughout this tournament. We do hope that you will enjoy our commentary accompanied by 32 of the most profound Edain players facing off against each other in classical 1v1s.
We have 32 players. That's a total of 16 matchups and potentially 48 games in the 16th finals, and that's just the first round. We have players ranging from noobs to pros, casuals to balance testers, and they will clash over and over again until there is but one commander remaining.
Just as you said, Kryptik. Now, today we have the very first matchup in the tournament's 16th finals, ladies and gentlemen, Mogat versus Idrial12.
I don't know a whole lot about Idrial, but I have seen Mogat's games before. He is very good with Isengart. He's very good in general. So this promises to be a very interesting matchup, and I'm quite looking forward to it. Let's get right into it.
These two contestants will be skirmishing on the map the Fords of Isen 2. The first player to achieve a total of 2 victories will proceed to the next round. Kryptik, anything you would like to add?
Nope, let's get going. They look impatient.
Alright then, let's get right into it.
I suppose I will add you can find all the games recorded afterwards on my YouTube channel, in addition to interviews with players who are willing to do them and who have headsets. They'll be in 2 separate playlists. Alright, so I think I will spectate Mogat for this, and you can spectate Idrial.
I'll spectate Idrial then. I think this is going to be a good fight, Isengart versus Lothlorien.
Well, the thing about Isengart versus Lothlorien is it's all about the early game. Isengart has a good advantage in their wild men. They can hit Lothlorien over and over and over again with waves of wild men, preventing them from building up. But late game, Lothlorien does potentially win because of Silverthorn arrows and Galathra.
Yes. We'll just have to see how Idrial handles the early game.
Yes, and we'll have to see how Mogat handles the early game too.
Well, yes.
Wolfgar is very important.
Yes, if you're going for a Dunlending rush.
Yep. One of the few, Lothlorien is one of the few factions who actually can potentially fight against Isengard in late game. They're one of the ones, along with Gondor and Dwarves, who have units that can match up to the horrendous strength of Isengard's units.
Indeed.
So it looks like Mogat here going for a quick 2 mineshaft rush. Personally like to go for 2 lumber mills. Oh, he is doing that with Bill. Okay.
Definitely.
He's doing it a bit differently. The way I do it is I level up Bill to level 10. I creep the wild men with him, 40 gold per hit. And I get the 2 lumber mills with my Urk scouts. That's how I've always done it.
That's a pretty good strategy.
But I suppose that, oh, Mogat's got a little lag issues.
Yes.
There's only so much we can do about that.
Do you have any lag on your side?
I suppose that, well, we're just spectators.
Well, yes, but if you're observing, no lag.
Well, I don't think it's possible to lag with observing.
Well, does it seem like they're lagging? Let's say it like that.
It's smooth for me. It's smooth.
Same on this side.
But anyways, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with creeping with 2 Urk Scouts, except that they do take a lot of damage and casualties. So that's why I prefer to do it with Bill.
Yes.
Well, it depends on how bad the lag is for them.
Well,
we have no means of communicating with them,
yes.
Of course. So
Idrial doesn't seem that bothered. Well, he's playing pretty good right now. In huge army show. That's gonna be the late game.
Well, that lag is a little bit inevitable in those types of situations.
Yes.
Just because of Game Ranger. If we had actual servers and networks for the game, it would sure be a lot different.
Yes.
Alright, so we have Mogat's Wildman Hut being built
Yes.
right now. 2 Wildman Huts from Mogat.
He is going for a rush. I don't think
Yes, he
Idrial
is.
is quite prepared for 2 Wildman
Well,
Huts.
you see, the thing about having 2 Wildman Huts is, like, yes, you can pump out a lot of Wildmen, but you gotta have the money to do it. And if we look at Mogat's money right now, he's only got 400 resources.
Yes, he
Yeah,
still
he
hasn't
did take
upgraded his
both
knight
Tainted
yet.
Land. Yeah,
And War
he
Chant.
took both Tainted Land and War Chant.
Right.
So if Idrial should take Elven Wood, he can cover Mogat's Tainted Land and remove that bonus, remove the buff.
Yes, he does have enough power points at the moment.
Yep.
Looks like we
And
see.
that's when it comes down to just who uses it first. You'll see a lot of games later on against with skilled players where neither one will even bother using their land power because they know it's just going to be covered by the other player.
Yes. Well, we see the first interaction between the 2 players. You had the troll on Mogat's
Yep.
side. Rumel and Orifin.
Orifin is coming up. He's
Level 2.
Rumel. I always get those 2 backwards. Yeah,
Yes.
Rumel is coming up. He's shooting some orcs. Being shot by the Uruk scouts, who are level 2.
He's got some
I
pipes.
guess that's why he creeped the Wildman to get them leveled up.
Yes, yeah, here he's coming with those wild men from the south. He's already got a good number of them. Yes, his command point is far
If he had
greater.
leveled up, yeah, if he had leveled up Bill Fernie, then he could take that battle so easily with level 10 Bill Fernie and make a lot of good money doing it too. That's why I like to level him up quickly.
Yes. Yes, I can see he did not go for the Saboteur's services. Well, I think right now Mogat has the
costs
upper
what?
hand.
It's
100.
yes, I would agree because of the Wildman spam.
Yes.
But you must remember that Wildman spam does not survive so well if there's a good archer spam from Lothlorien. But the thing is,
Indeed.
Wildman spam is much cheaper.
Yes.
Wildman spam
Yes.
is a lot cheaper. Swordsman spam.
Yes, but the archers are
Although
pretty
with-
expensive for Idrial.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Wildman spam is cheaper than archer spam. That's exactly what I said. Another thing to remember is that with this tournament patch, the Lothlorien warriors and such have been made stronger.
Oh, is that so? They've already been so strong in 4.2.1.
Well, they got their ass kicked by Mordor.
Really?
Lothlorien warriors could not really fight against Mordor orcs because of the spam. They do
well,
beat them
that's
one-on-one,
spam.
I think, but generally you're expecting 3-to-1 odds against Mordor. So they did get a bit of a buff.
Oh, he's going
Yeah,
for the
he's keeping
melon
that
tree.
Wildman spam up.
While chasing the archers with the scouts.
And he's simultaneously creeping in the south. He's got a very nice double attention split going.
That
here,
is.
getting
well,
that creep money, which is essential to pushing forward.
That's
and
good
Wildman spam up.
Sophistication.
And you can see him going for mine shafts first because they will
Yes.
discount Uruks
The
once he
Uruks.
gets them. They don't discount the Uruk scouts, but they do discount the
These
swordsmen.
heavy orcs. It affects the crossbowmen
they can
and the pikemen as well, right?
Yeah, and berserkers and shield bearers too. Basically everything but the scouts.
Well, Idrial's gone for the
So,
Bjorninger
that's the reason-
homestead.
Yep, Bjornings can be very devastating early game against Isengart due
That
to
might-
their trampling abilities.
Yes, that might turn the tide a bit in this early game.
Unless Mogat should go north and find that homestead and kill it.
Yes.
Oh, Bill Fernie's getting his butt kicked. Where's Bill Fernie? Oh, Bill Fernie is fallen.
Really?
Bill Fernie was killed.
Ah,
Yes, he
well,
was.
that's a bit of a blow. What level was he?
I did not see.
Well, I think both Rumel and Orphan
sorry.
are still in the battle.
Yeah.
Oh, standard Lothlorien.
And we've got Mogat over here to the west.
Yes, I
creeping
can see.
Creeping the Lothlorien trees of Idrial. Very
Already,
nice army splitting going on here. Very nice.
already he has the torches on the Wildman, giving him some bonus resources while dealing significant damage against Idrial's Malon trees.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Mogat is really good with Isengart. He knows what he's doing. He knows that the Wildman span is essential to taking map control to prevent Lothlorien from gaining the resources they need for those Silverthorn arrows.
Yes, right now I do think Mogat has the upper hand. Now Idrial's
I
calling
didn't
for a
understand any
restart.
of that. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I guess we can't really communicate with them.
Yes, well, we'll just have to proceed with the match, and then after this we just all turn down our settings a bit.
Yeah. Don't worry. I don't want to turn them down all the way because like, who wants to watch a tournament with freaking like the worst?
I do think the
resolution
problem
textures?
is on their side.
Well, I wouldn't say that because we have 2 players in Germany. You are hosting in South Africa, and I'm in Canada. So we're pretty much.
Well, yes,
all
all
over this,
contributes
so.
to lag. But from my point of view, it
Yep.
really does not lag too bad.
Well, like I said, well, first of all, you're the host, so of course
Yes.
it's not lagging for you. And secondly, it doesn't really lag for observers. So.
I don't think this Bjorning
Have we checked
Homestead
the
is...
stream at all?
Yes,
And are we all coming through okay?
I think
Everything's
so.
Good?
I believe so.
All right, good. Wanted to double check that. We got the Bjornings coming out, but
Yeah,
there's just so many
Bjorning
wild men at
Homestead's
this
going
point.
down.
Yeah, but if he had rushed for the Bjornings faster, he may
Yes,
have been
he
able
might
to
have stood a better
make
chance.
a dent. Yeah, he might have been able to trample more of the wild men and make a dent in them. Once you get the Bjornings to level 2, they will auto-heal just like trolls. So if
Yes.
you can trample a few enemies early on,
Just
then
retract
you can
them.
get that auto-heal.
And there's going to be some resources. Yes, you
Other
went
thing
for
to
the
keep in
demonic.
mind. Another thing to keep in mind as well, wild men obviously steal resources whenever they're hitting a structure from the other player. So that's draining
Yes.
Idrial's limited money even worse.
Oh, I see he's summoned Grishnak.
Yep. Good, a very good level 3 power.
Well placed.
Yep. And he's getting, if you look back at Mogat's base, he's getting Machinery of War, which means he will soon have Uruks on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's going to be a devastating blow for Idrial.
And it looks like Idrial has gone for 2 forges to discount upgrades.
Yes, and
3
he has...
forges. Or wait, no. Those are sanctuaries, so he's
He has
discounted
1
heroes. My
forge.
mistake. He's got, yeah, he's got 3 sanctuaries to discount hero costs. Got 1 standard border guardhouse and 1 forge.
If I were him, I think I'd go for Galadriel right about now.
Yeah, Galadriel would help because she is the absolute crowd killer
She
of
would grind
the
those...
Lothlorien faction with her attack, and Celeborn would be quite useful too.
Yes.
If but I guess Mogat doesn't really have any heroes, so I guess
Not
Galadriel
at
would
the
be the
moment.
answer.
Is Bullferny back or not yet?
I have not seen him. Have a little look around. Unfortunately, with both Lothlorien and Isengart, you can't see their heroes. You have to click on a separate button, and observers
Yes.
can't do that. So
Yes, that's
I have no means of
downside.
telling if he's back or not unless I see him. Have a little look here. I don't see him. He's got some Warg Riders. Okay,
Already?
he's going for Warg Riders, it looks like. Already? Yep.
He's just
Where
suspecting
did he get
those
from,
archers.
Dee? I don't even see where he trained those from. Oh, there it is, the work pit in the back. It blends in with the mine shaft so well. Yeah, look at that. Perfect
yes,
micro
he's
hitting the
grinding
archers in the
him.
back.
There's the GG from Idrial already.
A little bit early for that, I'd say. Lothlorien
Uh,
defenses are still incredibly tough.
Yes, he still has a chance to change the tides of the battle. But then again, the entire map is in possession of Mogat. He's played very good the early game.
Yes, the other game is very key. I would say that if I were in Idrial's position, I would have gone for a Bjorning rush very quickly, because I know that Wildman spam is coming. No, you don't have to apologize, Idrial. You played good.
It was a good
But I would
game.
have gone for a faster Bjorning rush,
Yes.
and I would have gone for 3 Galathrim barracks and started pumping them out as quickly as I could.
Those Galathrim would have helped. Strangely enough, he did not build a Galathrim quarters.
Yeah, he was going for more of an infantry spam technique, but you're not going to outspam Isengart, especially
No.
not with 2 Wildman huts. It's just not going to happen. You have to beat them on strength alone, and Galathrim are the only ones that can do that. And Bjornings. Bjornings and Galathrim. But yeah, I would have made a Bjorning hut on the southern free farm on the left side there that you start with, because each player starts with 2 free
Yes.
farms.
Yes.
And I would have made a Bjorning hut there, got some Bjornings, started trampling to get those levels, and I would have gone straight for Galathrim. I think that's what I would have done.
I would have.
Instead
Yes,
of
I think
the
that's
3
pretty good.
sanctuaries. And I mean, Mogat can of course adjust for that. He can start making Wog Riders to counter my Galathrim somewhat.
Yes.
It is a hard matchup for Lorien, no doubts about it. I really think that, yeah, I really think in the next patch that Isengart's early game might need a bit of a nerf, because they already have one of the strongest late games, and I don't think it's fair that a faction should be effectually really good at all stages in the game.
Yes, no, I agree completely.
Everybody should have a weakness.
But back to the
Rohan's
game.
got a great early game.
As I was saying, Mogat's built the outpost now. He's probably going for a siege wix. Yes, there it is.
Yep.
Right at his base.
I wonder if we'll see Rams or Ballistas. Ballistas kind of suck.
I thought they were boosted in this patch.
Well, yeah, everything got boosted, but in comparison to other catapults, Ballistas still suck.
Oh yes. And not
They're
such.
like Rohan Onagers. They're not very good.
Yeah, and it is Lorien, so if you target the citadel, it will just attack the bridge.
Yeah, you gotta kill those bridges first. Looks like Mogat is adopting sort of a mix. He's gotten production 1 on a few of his farms, and he's gotten pantry 1 on a few of his farms as he needs it.
Well, he has
Mogat currently has
have good map
you see,
control.
Mogat actually does not. Yeah, he doesn't outnumber Idrial terribly. He's only got 480 command points. Idrial has 300 command points.
He
So
made
it's
a
not,
nice recovery.
and yeah, there was the
He's going for the minstrel
land
now.
I was talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, if you get 3 of those minstrels out and get them singing at the same time, it makes your units immune to trampling.
Yes, I've seen. I think that's what he's going for right now.
I would say that's what he needs. Those wargs are ripping his archers to pieces.
Yeah, he just lost his Haldir.
Lurtz is going to die.
Really? I think it
Lurtz
was
is getting hurt.
it was Lutz who cripple striked Haldir, and he just fell. That's some
Yeah, I heard
resources
Lurtz
gone.
cry out, "Where are you, orcs?" But I can't find him in this. Can't find him in the fight.
Well, there we have a single minstrel going in. Don't know really why.
Oh, looks like Idrial is surrendering. He's calling good game.
Right. Alright, so the first match
All
goes
right.
to Mogat.
Yes, that was very well played by Mogat. He definitely deserves that win. But that is his best faction done with.
Right.
Said in the interview that is his best faction. So
Is
from
it?
now on, he is good with the other factions, of course, but this is his best faction. So
Well, we'll just have to see what happens now. Things might change. Perhaps Idrial will make a comeback. What's the next matchup?
yep, if Idrial can get a win, we will move on to the
The
third
third
match.
round.
So I will pop out and see what the next matchup is here. Yo, evidence. Yeah. So I hope that Idrial was taking notes, because Mogat put on an absolutely perfect play last round.
Yes. Looks
Isengart.
like he's a very aggressive
So
player.
if he can, yeah, it's all about aggression early game with Isengart and with Mordor and with Rohan. If you can pull off the spam, you can take map control and win the game.
Let's see if Idrial's going for the same strategy Mogat used the previous game.
Find out. I will again be observing Mogat.
Right?
Same as before. I'll be focusing. I'll go over to Idrial once in a while, but I'll focus primarily on.
Yes. Same on this side.
I think in this case, it's very important to get Bill Fernie to level 10, because the orc spam is very real, and you need something that can tank that a little bit.
Yes, that was the problem why Bilfini died so easily when Mogat played Isengart.
Yeah. I mean, it is all down to personal preference. There's many different strategies that you can employ, but getting both Bill Fernie to level 10 and then creeping some wild men, in my opinion, is a great way to make money.
Yes. Well, we do have Bilfini out on the field, but he's still level 1. I think he's going for either one of these 3. Yes, he's...
And Mogat has already begun the spam.
I can see 5 orcs queued.
Orcs are definitely... Yeah, they're definitely taking a lot longer to train with the tournament patch, that's for sure.
Yes. So this will be a chance for us to see how well Mordor can actually play with this tournament patch.
Yeah, with all the nerfs they received.
Yes.
Interesting. Idrial going for furnaces instead of mine shafts. I'm not
Yes.
sure that's a wise decision.
I noticed that.
Furnaces only give their bonus once they are level 3.
And it's a bit expensive. I think that must have been like 800 resources. 2 furnaces.
Yep. Well, I mean, mine shafts cost the same.
Well, inside the base, yes.
That's another reason that... Yeah, that's another reason that I like to go down and get the 2 lumber mills first, because that will just discount the cost of the buildings inside.
Discount, yes. Reduce the cost. Looks like he's creeping the troll with hunting arrows.
Yep. Go for any level 10 can also make very short work of a troll. Ooh, well done, well
Still
done.
level 1. That was a nice creeping method from Idrial.
Mogat taking out some wildmen. I do not see Gorbag on the field.
Not. Well, that's
Gorbag
strange.
out here.
Well, he's definitely recruited.
Yeah, he has trained... Yeah. Oh, there he is. He changed him to Shagrat,
Oh, alright.
putting the guards on his forward slave farm there.
Was it strange? Idrial's going for another furnace. I wonder, maybe...
Well, those are probably going to rush upgrades.
Yes.
That's the case.
He has gone for the clan steading. Down at the south.
Oh, that's a given.
West.
Got to get some wildmen.
Some form of cheap infantry.
Still have no Cirith Ungol barracks from Mogat just yet. He's probably looking to take that in a forward position on the opposite shore.
He's playing a bit more aggressive style, like the previous game.
Yep. Looks like we got our first big fight coming up here.
Let's see.
Oh,
The two are not aware
Mogat
of each
retreating.
other
What is
yet.
Mogat doing?
And there we have it.
Just about.
Let's see.
So this
Going for
battle
the hunting
will
arrows.
win, I believe, for Idrial because he has tainted land and
Yes.
Mogat does not. If he uses it well. Another instance where level 10 Bill would come in real handy.
I do not see Bill Fernie at the moment. I don't think he's in
Oh,
the
he's
battle.
in there. Don't worry.
Must
In
blend
there,
in.
I've got him clicked right now.
Oh, alright.
Some nice flanking with those wild men coming up from the south.
Yes, there's Bill Fernie. He's just leveled up to 3.
He could be using... Idrial should have used Tainted Land there because Mogat's Tainted Land was still recharging.
I don't think he was aware of that. He was probably afraid it might have been
Yeah.
cancelled out. And it looks like he's going for wargs.
Yeah, I think he's saving his to cancel Mogat's whenever Mogat casts.
Most probably, yes.
This is a wise move. Yeah, you obviously are not going to be aware of everything all the time when
Yes.
you're actually playing. It's a lot easier for us streamers to say, you know, this
should
is a
have done
mistake, this
that,
is a mistake.
Well, he's got 2 level 3 scouts right now. So they do have the toggle
Shooting
weapon.
those arrows.
Yep.
Alright, Mogat's Tainted Land is recharged. Let's see if he'll throw it down and have it covered by Idrial.
I don't think either of the players would risk it, but let's just see.
Yeah, Idrial is going for more of sort of a late game styled
Yes, I think so.
play here. You can see he's making mine shafts on
Definitely.
his outer plots, and
And
he's making
furnaces.
on his inner plots. Yep.
Yes.
It is a lot slower to go that route, and it can be very dangerous to do, and doesn't pay off against the likes of Rohan, who will punish you terribly for that.
But I think it's a bit of an unorthodox strategy against a faction like Mordor, who has a great advantage early game with their free orcs.
Yeah. Although he is going for Warg Riders,
Yes,
so
I've
he
seen
can
that.
make good use of them. You know, oh, got some micro. It looks like Bill Fernie's going to die.
Let's see. Oh, no. He retracted them out, and he is at level 10, so that cut burst. Let's see, we're going to have a little hero battle
Yeah.
here. Ooh.
There's that orc nerf coming into play right there.
Yes.
Without the patch, Bill Fernie would have been definitely slaughtered there. He had like
Undoubtedly.
3 battalions of orcs focusing him. So
I must say, Shagrat was closer to death than Bill Fernie. He just barely got away.
yep. Well, that's level 10 Bill, getting a couple hits off. Gorbag is actually a better hero killer than Shagrat.
Yes.
Got lots of consistent action here in the middle.
Not much going.
Idrial playing super defensive.
I think he wrote down some notes, as you said, the previous game, and prepared for such an aggressive
Yeah.
assault.
Yeah, we can really see the Mordor orc nerf coming into play here with the incredibly slow recruitment time, means that it takes even longer to level those barracks up.
Yes.
They're weaker.
But we do have
I think
the
that a
first
couple
War
of battalions.
Riders.
Oh, yep. I was just about to say that. I think a couple battalions of Warg Riders could really swing this for Idrial right now, and he could take some map control.
Yes. Especially with Howl, he
Now
might
the
be able
question is,
to take out a few orcs.
yeah, well, Warg Riders can just trample, retreat, trample.
Yes.
Just do it over and over again, whittle them down that way. Now the question is whether Mogat will respond to this by making orc pikes, or whether he'll maybe go for a Cirith Ungol barracks and go for the Ungol halberdiers.
There we see the Tainted Land. I
They both cast it at the same time.
think, yes, the first one was thrown by Idrial, and then Mogat cancelled it.
But if you look at the radius, though, it's quite a bit bigger, so there's still bonus for both of them.
Yes.
That's pretty funny.
Well, if you look at Idrial's base, he has just packed his inner build plots with these lumber mills. I mean,
with furnaces, you mean.
furnaces, sorry.
Yeah. He's upgrading them with production, so he's going for money.
Well, if he doesn't use an arsenal on armory on that last build plot, then it's going to be a waste. He's probably
There's
going.
those Warg Riders coming into play. Ooh, wow. He just lost almost half a battalion of Warg Riders. Just from orcs. Orc clumping.
Normal orcs, no pikes. Well, those are level 4 orcs. So.
Well, they're level 4 because they killed half a battalion of Warg Riders.
Really? Alright, I see. Looks like he's going in again. Oh.
Nope. He got scared off. I think Idrial is having lag issues again.
Yes. Well, this is a bit of
I
a...
can't read any German, so...
Same
I'll
here, I
translate
just
for me.
make bits and pieces of what they're saying. Pick up bits and pieces.
Ah, okay.
Well, looks like he's gone for the
Oh,
Ungol
I think
barracks.
he's trying to get... Oh, that's good. Yeah, he's going to go for those halberdiers. They're a lot better than orc pikes. He is getting some orc pikes, too, though. See, this
Yes.
is the problem with Warg Riders. They are really terrible. Their health is low. This is why most players do not go for Warg Riders, because they are unreliable at best. Even with the buff from the tournament, they are getting destroyed by basic orcs.
Completely. Oh, looks like Gothmog is coming out in a bit.
Gothmog first, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I missed that.
So it would seem. But I would just like to point out that
Fast Gothmog.
Industry has been used on one of a level 3 furnace in Idrial's base. So that should give him
Ooh,
a
that's
production
good.
boost.
I like to go for Devastation first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that depends on
I
the
like
map.
to go with Devastation first, personally, because that's like 2,500 resources instantaneously.
Yes.
But Industry is just as good in the long run.
Oh, yeah. He lost a good amount of wargs in that one rush.
Yeah, this is why I've never used Warg Riders. I much prefer to just go straight for those heavy orcs and get them out on the field as quickly as possible.
It looks like he's not having any intention of getting Uruks this game. But he is going for the Forged Blades.
Well, I will say this, and no offense when I say this, but Mogat could be playing better. He's not playing aggressive enough. He doesn't have any map control. He could be sending his orcs elsewhere to creep, gain money. And Idrial could also be doing the same thing, but they're focusing a lot of their attention on trying to keep the other player busy.
Yes. But with that clan steading at the west, I do think Idrial can get some good damage on that Ungol barracks from a nice flank.
Yeah, and he could swing it even further if he would get Wolfgar to support his Wildmen.
Yes, but we haven't seen any
Wolfgar can take on
Wolfgar.
Gothmog.
Most definitely.
I think a lot of players underestimate the usefulness of Wolfgar. His level 1 torch ability is basically like a Blade Master that gives him more damage against everything.
Yes.
And his level 3 ability allows Wildmen to gain resources from kills in addition to hitting structures. So
Yes.
he can boost your economy so much if you can just quickly level him
I
up.
can imagine. But he's not a very popular hero to play with.
Oh, I play with him.
Well, yes, but you're not popular.
Oh. That wasn't very nice. So we got a big push coming from Mogat here. Using those black orcs
Yes,
to
to
scare
strengthen
off
the line.
the Uruk scouts.
Oh, but the wargs do have forged
Trying
blades.
to make a tower.
If you look at the top right
Ooh,
corner.
do they?
Mm. And he's just creep. Maybe he's going
Creeping
for
with
another. Oh, here comes the pikes.
I wonder how, I guess Mogat was going to try and creep that, but
Yes.
Idrial got there first.
Indeed. And it looks like he's going to try
Yeah.
to get some more map control with these wargs.
And the battle going on in the middle right now, it looks like that tower is going to finish in time. That's going to hurt the numbers of Mogat terribly, in addition to this warg charge. Big
Yes.
warg charge in the back. One of his wargs has not howled, so he could be doing more damage.
Yes, but maybe he's saving it for a later moment.
This is bad for Mogat. I think that Idrial might keep the center map control there.
Yes.
He's got to keep that orc spam coming non-stop. I really think if he had gone for infantry, he'd be in a better position right now.
Mogat.
Mogat with Gothmog is absolutely destroying him.
Yes,
Yeah, it looks like he is going to lose middle, I think.
I do
I don't know,
think
he'll
so.
take a lot of casualties doing it. Those casualties are free, though.
Yes, but that's gonna cost a lot for Idrial. That outpost was like, I think, 1,200.
Yeah, plus the tower, which was like 400 or 500.
That's gonna be...
Oh,
Well, he is Isengart.
he's only
so-
got a 10%. Yeah, he's got a 10% upgrade discount because he's got 2 furnaces at level 3.
You think he's aware of the fact that the furnaces must be level 3? I would hope so.
I hope he is. Yeah.
Well, I think Idrial's playing a bit better
And
this
there
game.
goes the outpost.
But Mogat still is just such
Yes,
an
he is.
aggressive player.
Yeah. Oh, and there's that devastation coming out for all that money.
Yes, that gives a lot of money.
Needs to,
Looks like he went for
yeah,
heavy
he
armor.
needs to get some heroes. Oh, heavy armor?
Yes, seems so.
Where's that? Oh, yeah. He'll probably get that on his wargs to help. Blood wargs would help quite a bit, too.
But for that, he'd need machinery
Yeah,
of
keeping
war
them
level
alive.
3, and that's gonna cost a lot.
2,500. I think he needs heroes. He needs to get Lurtz out and kill Gothmog.
Definitely. He does have Bulfurni here. But he's not gonna
We
help
have all
much.
those unguarded... Yeah, we have all those unguarded build plots to the north. He could be taking those with wargs on the first Nazguls coming out for Mogat right now.
There we go. Now he's gonna have a nice armor debuff. Unless he gets some heroes
And he
out.
takes an outpost. Mogat taking a forward outpost there.
Let's see if he goes for an orc spam. Most probably. Either that or siege.
He'll probably go for a quick siege rush to try and kill Idrial before he can build up a big force of wargs or infantry. So it looks like Mogat is potentially going to be taking those untaken build plots to the north. Lots of free farms up there. Something about a troll.
Looks like
here's the
Mogat's...
siege works coming out from Mogat.
And he has the upper advantage again. He did this the previous game as well, building an outpost right there.
Yep. Yeah, so I think this is pretty good proof of why wargs really aren't that reliable.
Yes.
He had gone for heavier wildman spam and rushed those Uruks. He could have really pushed back against the orc spam. Because the orc spam, while it's free, it's terrible.
Yes. Oh, I agree.
With 6 mine shafts in your base, you know, your basic Uruks are only like 200 resources, and they can go into a formation that really increases their armor in melee. So
Shield wall. I don't think
does
Idrial.
increase them against range, but
I don't think Idrial's aware of the Nazgul killing his wargs up in the north. Because those wargs
I wasn't aware of that either. Look at that.
are on low health.
Yep, they are getting their butts kicked. Oh, and there goes one battalion.
See, we've got. Looks like there's going to be a battle here in the middle. Well, not really.
Needs to get more towers up.
Yes, he has the resources. I wonder why he's not. Maybe he's it looks like he went for Uruk, but he's having some command point issues.
This is the problem with going for double resources on everything.
Yes.
He is upgrading with pantry now. Have a look at Mogat's base. He went for tribute camps. 6 tribute camps, so his power points regenerate 25% faster. Got pretty much double resources on almost everything except for a couple that have double pantry.
Indeed. I do think it was a bit not such a wise choice to go for furnaces on Idrial's side.
Well, and that ties into his strategy, though. He was going for wargs. Wargs have failed him, but if you're going to go for wargs, you do want furnaces to discount those upgrades and get them as quickly as possible.
Right. He was probably counting on some major trampling.
Yeah, I just think that the wargs really are not that reliable. They're not that good. We've got catapults. Yeah, this isn't looking good for Idrial.
Yep.
I think it's much better to just try and spam.
Yes.
Oh, we have Ugluk on the field.
Ah, that's good. Finally, some heroes.
Uggy has entered the battlefield. The Ugster himself.
Ugluk, ugly,
Ugmeister. I could go on. Ugly Ugluk. There's nobody who's more fun to make fun of than Ugluk.
Well, I think this is another GG.
Got Isengart. Well, don't count him out yet. He's got Isengart pikes. He does have the ability to get upgrades. He's getting some warriors.
It looks pretty grim for him. If you look at the command points.
Yep. That's that orc spam. It just snowballs. It gets worse and worse if you let it build up.
Well, we have Lurds on the battlefield as well. We just crippled the Nazgul. Ugluk's
That's good.
ugly Ugluk is facing off against him now. The Nazgul might just go, but it will be at the cost of Ugluk unless he retracts. Yep, it's going.
Yeah, he can retreat, and then he can put Lurtz in there in melee mode to finish him off.
Yes.
Plus, don't forget Ugluk has a heal. Oh, he already used it.
He already used it, yes.
Needs to get Grishnak and summon him on the catapult to deal with the siege. Oh, Bill Fernie going down. Power points does he have?
Well, he just lost his warp, but
Mogat still has Shelob.
he's probably sparing it as a reserve.
Oh, look at that. You see, he's put them into their shield wall formation, but Mogat has archers, and the shield wall formation reduces their armor against arrows.
Oh,
Mogat's
I see.
pretty much prepared for everything here.
Well, he's a very good, strategically sophisticated player.
Yep, he knows what he's doing.
But Idrial, he defended good. I must say, I think he played better this game. What do you say?
I think he played good in both games. I just think it was a case of wrong strategy for wrong situations.
Most probably, yes.
Because there's nothing particularly wrong with a Warg Rider strategy against certain factions, but, I mean, Wargs themselves are just so unreliable.
Yes.
That I think it would be better to go for an infantry strategy. There we see Shelob coming out, webbing some people. Another thing he could have done as well is he could have rushed for Machinery of War level 3 and started spamming out Berserkers.
That would have helped him against the Orc spam, effectively.
Berserkers tear through orcs. Oh my god, and we've got catapult sniping going on. That's dirty.
That loot is not gonna last. Let's see.
This will kill him right here. Oh, he
Oh.
moved him. Well played.
That is... I think right now about an orc battalion can kill him. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure I remember reading in the beta patch notes that catapults will be doing less damage to heroes, so that is welcome.
That is excellent.
Right now, catapult sniping on heroes is so good. Even those crappy Mordor catapults can deal like half a health bar to heroes.
Yes.
But yeah, I
tearing
think this is
Idrial.
over. Yep, I don't think Idrial can recover from this. He needed Berserkers, he needed Uruk spam.
Well, he played good overall.
Still well played, I would say.
I think
Yep.
he tried
But-
maybe a new strategy, but had some difficulty executing it.
Yeah. Well, he probably wanted to try the wargs because they received a buff
Probably, yes.
for the tournament patch, but it's still, wargs are just so bad. And this is going to be a good example of how, with the Rohirrim patch, they're still going to be bad. Because the pike buff is just too much.
Darkness. That's like the final taunt. I wish I could read German.
So do I. Oh! Mogat sniping one of his own Nazguls with a catapult there.
Really? Well done, Mogat.
Not well done. Poorly done. But yeah. Idrial was trying to get out Wormtongue,
Wormtongue, aye.
but the Citadel got destroyed.
That's the last
Yeah,
resort
you get
attack.
Wormtongue, Wolfgar, and Bill Fernie early on, combined with Wildman spam, you can really push. Like, that's what I usually go for if I'm against an aggressive faction.
Yes. No, I hear you. Well, looks like the
So,
first
yeah,
and
that's gonna
second
end.
round. It's Mogat's.
Yep. It goes to Mogat. Idrial, sadly, is out of the tournament with this.
Yep.
Played well, but strategies were not appropriate for who he was facing. So
Yes. But overall,
the fact that he
very
was
good
facing.
play from both teams. Or members.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, Idrial will fall out of the tournament, and Mogat will proceed to the 8th finals.
Yes. Yeah, and then the semifinals after that.
Well,
Potentially.
if he wins his next round. Alright, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Idrial versus Mogat, they both put up a good fight, both played well, just had some issues with the strategies.
Yeah, and a little bit of lag.
A little bit of
Don't
lag.
forget about the lag.
Right. Anything
never helps.
anything you'd like to add before I end the stream?
Nope. As far as I know, the next match is going to be Skeever Boy versus Wobbeter. That promises to be a very interesting one.
Yes, indeed. Right.
Right.
Good game, guys. Thank you all for watching.
Good game.
Please stay tuned
Yep,
for the
thanks all for watching.
next English
Just to,
record.
just to remind everybody in the Twitch stream, these are being recorded. I'll post them to my channel.
If you
Hopefully
missed
later today. My upload speed isn't doing so good, but
Right.
yeah.
Cheers,
So,
guys.
we'll be posting them to my channel. And for the people watching on my YouTube channel, until next time, stay awesome. All right, that's that recording stopped.
All right.
Okay.
All right. That was a good game.
So how long do we have? Yeah, indeed it was. How long do we have here? It's noon. How long do we have until the next match with Skeever Boy and Wobbeter, I wonder? Bowser said he's watching the stream if you want to shoot that information over to me.
All right.